Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Normally, I don't talk about the This Week in the Realm posts because usually they're not all that interesting. But this time, I do want to bring it to your attention because it has two very, very important things in it, and it offers a little bit of closure in terms of the server issues that the game has been having over the past month or so. Because, yeah, if you are out of the loop, if you haven't been playing Paladins for a while, the game has had some massive, massive server problems. So much so that the game was literally unplayable if you were a European player for a few weeks on end. It was really, really bad. Matches were failing to complete, and you just couldn't play. It was really, really bad. And recently, they've done some emergency server maintenance, which has mostly fixed the problems. So the game's feeling a lot better now. People can once again play. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. You can play the video game? Wow. And yeah, they were really, really quiet about the server issues, which led to a lot of people being very confused and, well, frankly, some people were losing hope. It felt like the sound bug situation of 2022 all over again, where there was a massive issue plaguing the game for months, and there was no real communication about it. But now, we finally have some communication about the servers, about ranked, about the problems that the game has been experiencing. And so that's why we're covering the This Week in the Realm, because there's a lot here. So I'm happy to see this and to, well, share it with you guys. So yeah, let's catch up. What's going on with the servers? I'm just going to read this. These are their words, so I'm going to read it to you and then we will discuss. This is the reason we've been quieter than normal and the largest issue we've had, so to address it first, servers had begun to experience frequent disruptions a week ago prior to the launch of Feudal Fables. Our operations team began investigating and we discovered a few improvements that we could make. However, to implement them correctly, we had to take some time to develop them. This led to the 2 to 3 weeks where we as a team were entirely focused on these changes as well as releasing our usual hotfix, and we're glad to say we've seen a return to stability this past weekend and will continue to watch and support this recovery. We apologize for the lack of communication around this problem as we wanted to be cautious about our security, as well as not communicate in the moment before aspects of improvement were certain. We expect almost everyone playing to have a smoother experience now and encourage people to continue reports if they run into issues. So that's what they have said here. And, well, this is interesting because they mentioned their security. And that, I feel like we can speculate that it's hinting to this being more like something nefarious going on, rather than just your normal servers being broken. Because I have a feeling that if the servers were just generically broken, like let's say some sort of fuse snapped and their servers were literally on fire, not metaphorically, literally on fire, something like that, right? Something not nefarious, just their hardware malfunctioned. I feel like we would have had more communication than this, and the mention of security in this post makes me think that perhaps the people who are claiming the servers were being DDoSed were actually correct, in which case that's pretty scary. But also I'm very glad that they have actually been taking the time to actually fix, the servers and make it so that hopefully they'll be safer going forward, because it's always a scary thought that a game's servers could potentially be hacked. That's not really good news. So yeah, I'm just glad that we finally have some sort of communication about this, and that does explain why they would have been quieter than usual, because, to be quite honest, also, it was very uncharacteristic of our community manager, Evil Mojo Cryptic, to, not be as transparent and forthcoming with the community about this issue, because normally they've been so on the ball with this type of stuff. So, yeah, this is a very good insight into what was going on, and, yeah, I haven't really had that many issues since the maintenance. I did have a few games on NA where I wasn't actually able to start the match, which was weird. Like, I would get into the match, and then I wouldn't be able to choose a champion, and then I'd have to restart my game because it would just soft lock me there. And the people in my party also received the same issue. But we went over to Europe, and it was fine. And towards the end of the stream, I was playing on NA, and it was totally fine. So, I think the servers are back to normal. We'll see if people are still having ping issues, because that's one thing I have had reported to me through the comments, through social media, is that people are having slightly higher ping on these servers, and it varies from, a small ping adjustment to a pretty substantial ping adjustment, and I think part of that does have to do with your internet and your connection to the server. I think if you have a worse connection to the server, it'll probably be an even greater amount of increased latency that you're getting, because I have excellent internet, and the only time I had increased latency was when I queued on EU, and it was only a difference of about 10 to 20 ping. So it wasn't really a huge issue for me, and if you are still having those issues, of course, make sure to report them to the devs and also tell me about them in the comments, because I'd be curious to see. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it seems like the game is back to normal when it comes to these servers, and yeah, they have done this major security patch, major, server maintenance, emergency type thing, and yeah, I think we're good. Hopefully. Hopefully that's what this means, now that they're finally opening up and talking about this. Next up, let's talk about ranked. I still have people in my comments who are confused about ranked being down, because, quite frankly, they did do kind of a poor job of alerting players as to why ranked was down, because they made a post on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, about it, and yeah, they basically said that, oh, ranked is going to be down because we want to prevent erroneous TP loss from, these server issues. But they only posted that on, Twitter and on, I think, Paladins Discord and a few other places, but they didn't actually give a notification in-game. And I think that's the problem. I think if they put it on the little, bottom left news rectangle thing, if they put a notification there, then players wouldn't be confused. But yeah, that's basically what has been happening with ranked. If you're out of the loop, ranked being down is intentional right now. They turned it off themselves, and that was because of these server issues. And now that the server issues have been mostly fixed, they are still going to continue to monitor it, like they said in this previous paragraph, and I think they're still going forward with their date of returning ranked on the 19th, because that was what they said in the post. And, well, let's just read the paragraph they put here. So, these are their words. I'm going to read it out, and then again we'll discuss after. What about ranked? As a part of the ongoing server issues, we made the call to disable ranked temporarily to allow us to focus efforts on certain servers, as well as prevent too much volatility in player TP. We haven't done this type of sudden disable of ranked prior to this, and we learned a lot from the process. We had some issues disabling ranked decay at first, but have now put it on pause until ranked returns the 19th. When ranked returns, players will have 1 month to continue Split 1 to earn rewards and climb the leaderboards before Split 2 launches with our next update. So, yeah, they're going forward with their return date of the 19th, so you still won't be able to play ranked until the 19th, which, as of the time of recording this, is almost exactly a week out. And by the time you see this, as a matter of fact, it will be exactly 1 week from the release date of this video. So, yeah, that is going to be nice. They're going to have a little bit of time to make sure that the servers are good in a more long-term capacity before allowing us to play ranked again, for those who do care about TP. Personally, I just care about getting my wins for the Fernando skin. Ranked has been kind of a nightmare this season, if we're being totally honest, between the matchmaking and, the cheaters, and then, now these server issues that are only just now getting resolved. So, once I get my Fernando skin, personally, I'm leaving. I don't know about the rest of y'all. But, yeah, Ranked should be back as scheduled, and that's what happened to Ranked, again, if you haven't heard about what happened to Ranked up until this point. Next, they address Trials, which people have been massively reporting, widespread, that the trials are not actually fixed. They said they fixed the trials, they didn't actually fix the trials. And so they actually have done a bit of transparency and communication about the trials here, which is interesting too. So again, I'm going to read this out. In the hotfix, trials challenges were supposed to be fixed, but weren't. We are aware. We tested these fixes in our test environment where they passed our QA process. However, when we moved the fixes to live servers, something didn't resolve between the fixed versions of the activities and the existing versions players had progressed. Trials are resetting on June 19th, so now we're looking to instead grant the affected rewards to players instead of attempting to adjust these trials. We'll share more information on how we're giving them away shortly after the hotfix. So they have pivoted from trying to fix the trials that are currently available right now to A, making sure that the trials are fixed for the next set of trials, and B, instead, they're just going to give players the rewards for these affected trials. So, yeah, basically what they're saying is, the trials that are broken, i.e., I believe the ammo trials, I believe there might have been another one with King of the Hill or something like that, a few spray trials as well. Whatever trials are not working, are not completing properly, just stop grinding those trials. Don't do them. Just stop doing them, because they are bugged. And instead, they're just going to give you the reward, so you don't even have to think about completing the trials that are affected. Now, I believe this is only for the affected rewards, so if you know about a set of trials that are not bugged, you should probably still do those trials, because I don't think they're going to be giving those rewards away for free. But, yeah, this is what they're doing with the trials now, and hopefully the next set of trials will just be smooth sailing. This current set was bugged, and yeah, we can just hope that the next set will be better. But then finally, after all is said and done, we do have a pretty positive announcement, and that's the final thing I do want to talk about in this video covering this blog. So, They are doing another anniversary event. You guys remember the anniversary update last year, celebrating 5 years of full release Paladins. One of the best updates of all time, quite frankly. Some killer balance changes, an incredible event, bringing back Siege Remixed, incredible mode. It was all absolutely fantastic, and they're doing another anniversary event this year. Now, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be as big of a deal as the Year 5 anniversary. I imagine it wouldn't, but yeah, let's just read what they have to say. What's coming next? In the short term, we'll be releasing Hotfix 2 on June 19th, which is the same day that Ranked is coming back. And this will kick off our anniversary event. This will include the return of 5 anniversary skins in the anniversary chest, the ability to play 15 games to unlock 3 champions and 1 limited skin token, as well as Siege Remixed. There will also be new modifiers for the mode and some other surprises sprinkled in. The full event notes will be released early next week. When July comes around, we'll be back to share information on our next update launching that month and marking the middle of Year 7. We're really excited to show off what we've been working on, however it's not quite time to share too many details. We'll be back to publishing these weekly blogs, so stay tuned. So yeah, Siege Remix is coming back. We have the 5 anniversary skins. You remember the recolors for Maeve, Androxus, Victor, Ying, and Saris? All 5 of those will be back in the anniversary chest. Now, it doesn't say here if the anniversary chest is going to be a reward for some sort of quest system, or you'll just be able to buy them. Maybe it's just like a purchased thing. And yeah, you'll also be able to play 15 games, which I assume is just 15 regular old games. Probably doesn't even have to be the mode. Of course, maybe it is the mode. Who knows? I don't know. But you'll be able to unlock, via that, 3 champions. So champion tokens, free champion tokens if you are new to the game. This is a way for you to get your hands on, you know, whichever champions you want. And yeah, it's a really good thing for those players who haven't unlocked all the champions yet. And then another limited skin token. So, you remember how the event worked last year, where you got a limited skin token, the limited skin shop would open, and you could use that 1 token to buy 1 skin. We're doing that again. So, yay, that's cool. Just a lot of rewards here. It's kind of like a repeat of last year's. Not as much pizzazz, because this is the second time it's coming around, but yeah, I'm excited to see the new modifiers and the other surprises that they have sprinkled in for us. So, yeah, that's always some good news. I absolutely loved Siege Remix last year. It was a blast, and I'm excited to get to play it again. And I really, 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 really hope they add those maps to customs at some point, because they're just... those maps are so good. They're so much fun. But yeah, that is the This Week in the Realm. You know what? I'll showcase the art too. What the heck? Let's not leave the artists out. Here, I'll scroll through it. Yeah! Oh, hey, it's Sue. Nice. Anyways, yeah, there's the art, and that is the, that is everything for this. I guess Choose Any Siege is back as well. But yeah, like I said, I normally don't cover these, but, yeah, I felt I needed to cover this because it has a lot of information pertaining to the issues that have been plaguing my comment section over the past few weeks, over the past month, and, it's finally some closure on the server issues, on Ranked, on Trials being broken, so... It seems like we're back to having good transparency again, which is always great. So, yeah, if you found this video to be helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And yeah, with all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Okay.